So hi everyone, welcome back to Artist at Work. Yeah. Oh, you guys, I am so excited. I am excited and thrilled. Okay, so you all know I'm working on my secret project of Molly Bangles goes to the pumpkin patch. Okay, but today I got a ton more ideas, you guys. So this is the first plate, and I still need to add a lot more pumpkins to this, so I'm just going to set that aside for now. And now I've colorized the background, which I'm going to put a magnetic sheet underneath this one. That's going to start everything. So now we're moving on to the rest of the story. So now she's going to travel to a few more places in her harvest. I don't know what to call it yet. If it's a harvesting time, harvest party, just fall gatherings. I don't know what to call this one yet. But a Molly Bangles fall adventure. That's what we'll call it, a fall adventure. So after she goes to the pumpkin patch, which I'm not completely finished with yet, I decided there's a few more things. Sorry, my fan's blowing everything around. There's a few more places she'll need to go. And based on my experience of living up in upstate New York, there was a lot of fun things you could do in the fall. So I'm going to show you some of the ideas I'm going to have here for fall things to do. And the first one I'm going to start with is the during the fall, usually it starts, I don't know which order it goes into, but first you've got your, I think it starts with apple orchard. So we're going to start with the apple orchard. And I picked out this picture to work with. And I have another picture here. Now remember, I'm only going to use probably parts of these pictures or just a reference of. So I can't seem to get hold of anything. Okay, so there's also this picture. And I got some pictures here to use. All about apple orchard, apple ideas. I love this idea of the candy apples because you dream about having a candy apple. So also I'm going to have her buying candy apples from the vendor. Okay, that is going to be a blast to do. And I found pictures of candy apples that I'll be able to collage. Pictures of candy apples, which I'm going to put into the vendor box and change all this whole picture of this guy. And then I'm going to probably make the stand for the apples bigger and change all of this, okay? And that's how I make my plates. Now, I picked out some characters to focus on. I found this lady who's got apples, the apple farm picking people. I found this guy, this man who's going to be maybe Molly Bangles' new friends, that maybe she'll travel with them. And I've got this little picture of a farm guy just as a reference here to show, you know, I was looking to see what a farm guy would be dressed like. And I really love this little girl here, which I love her outfit. So I may try to draw out an outfit similar to this one for Molly Bangles. So she can go apple picking, you guys. Because you would go apple picking and then you would get on, go to the candy apple section and you would buy one in the store. And that's what we used to do up north in upstate. Another thing you do in upstate, and I think they have this here too. Excuse me. But the next place she's gonna go to, and I'm also going to I got to make something up for a Halloween hayride. So I'm going to add that in. Right now my husband's working on the computer, so I don't want to bother him. He's trying to set up a new new editor for me because Clipchamp and I fell out of love for some reason. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. But it seems like me and computers have a heck of a time, because every time I go to push a button, something happens, and my husband says, "What did you do?" And I said, "I pushed a button, just like normal." But it's like not for me. I don't know. Anxiety, you guys. So the next place we're going is the vineyard. You would go to the winery, and you would have a tasting. And so I picked out a few other pictures I might be able to put together, or just scenes. And another one which I found was this great picture right here. Okay. And this is like the inside of the winery where you'd go do the wine tasting. And also I have a picture of, I found this picture of a bartender right here. Now I cut him out already, so I'm taking him, cutting him out. And I made it so you could put him right into this picture now. He's going to slide right in for me. Just like that. Isn't that cool, you guys? I can't wait to put him together. And then have the wine tasting sign over here, or I might put it over here and change it, and I might make the arrow go this way. Okay, so there's 4 different things and 4 different places that Molly Bangles going to have as plates to visit upstate New York. And this is my theme for the secret that I'm going to, the secret box that I'm going to put into the competition. Okay. And boy, am I going to have fun. And I have to hurry because I only have till the 16th to enter it. Okay, so we're going to move on now. And we're going to get started. So, all right. So I have it so the box slides open this way, so that when you set up the plate, you can stand it up. And then the dollies can play in front of it like this. Okay, so I'm going to get oh, by the way, it's September now, so I was able to buy my magnetic sheets. So I'm going to make the magnetic plates now. One left here. Yeah, there's only one. So I need to, once again, you need to make sure that this magnetic sheet is smaller than the underneath. You got to make sure that this part of the paper is going to overlap that magnetic sheet. Okay, and it's going to go this way, and this is a sticky part. So right now I'm going to cut this down to size. Find my scissors. Okay. So I'm going to use this as a reference. I want to hang over at least that much. So down here, maybe like this. Okay, so I'm going to make a little cut there. Get my white marker, okay, and my ruler. And I'm going to move this box out of the way for now, you guys. All right. sure, try to get it as straight as possible. Okay, make my line. So that's going to go, going overlap like that. And I've got to make sure it's going this way. I did that wrong. Okay, overlap. Oh no, I did that right. Okay, but now I need to make sure it goes over like this. So I'm going to go in about this far. There we go. So that's where I'm going to stop and cut. Also need to get some tongue depressors and I'm going to make something up here for the sky to make sure that these handles on the boxes are very flimsy, okay? And you want to make sure you put something there to reinforce. Alright, so I want my skyline to match up here. So that's where I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put this backing right here at the edge of the skyline. So when I put the plate down, it's going to match up right there. Okay. Okay. So we're going to just take the backing off. It gets confusing because you're like, oh geez, am I doing it right? Yes, I am. Okay. And I got to make sure, one thing you got to check is make sure you got it's going the right way. See, because it won't hold this way. It's going to hold this way. See? So I'm making sure I go this way. Make sure I'm lined up with my edge here straight. Right about there, I'd say. That's good enough. So I'm going to press down good. Beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to get my white glue. Even though I'm not done completely with this whole scene right here, that's okay because I'll be able to, I can still draw right on it and add pumpkins or whatever I want to add. So I'm not going to worry about that either. So, okay. So I'm going to get my favorite little brush. So once again, I'm going to overlap the top and the sides. And I'm also going to put the glue right on the magnet. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to get my, got to make sure I have enough glue everywhere because I have to make sure when I put the plate down and covering everything. There we go. Alright, so I want to make sure I've got overlapping. Yeah. Let's see, where's my, oh, I can come down a little. Make sure it's straight too. With the box. So the picture's not completely straight with the top though. There we go, that's better. Okay. So try to press out all the air bubbles. Because this is 2 pieces of paper underlapping right here. Oh, jeez. The whole table's jiggling. Okay. Okay. Just gonna put some more glue around this edge. Like I said, time's a wasting. I've got to get this done in time. I have only a couple weeks, and sometimes these boxes can take even longer. So, but the one fun thing I'm going to do this time is incorporate my YouTube video, or suggest that they can watch me put it all together once I put it on display, so they can see how I made it after I get it all done. I think that would be a nice addition, especially for the judge who might want to judge me on how I made it, because a lot of judges, like sometimes I hear that, you know, because sometimes they get a judge who's only into watercolor, let's say. So she doesn't know how to do collage maybe, or another judge just might be into painting, oil paintings, and not mixed media. So that's hard when you get a judge that is an expert at one thing, but is judging on 20 different projects that may have nothing to do with painting. This is collaging, painting, everything you can think of. Okay, so I want to make sure I get the air bubbles out. Out, out, out. And putting a lot on. So if I get a lot of air bubbles, I can still pop them out with a pin to try to help it. And like I said, it's 2 pieces of paper put together. There we go, you guys. I'm very excited. Okay, so right now I'm going to get my tongue depressors and put them here. While I'm doing this, might as well. I've got some right here to secure this edging. Yeah, I'm going to put them in. So what I'm going to do is cut the edgings, make it square like this. like this, and then I'm gonna like piece them together and put them here to help as the handle for this box. And I want to make sure that I put the glue right up to the edge so that it glues together to the edge to support it. Okay, just like this. Yep. Perfect. And push it down. So now that edging has some extra support. Press it down good. And I'm going to clear the glue off the edge here. Make sure it doesn't stick. Alright, so I'm going to just take this whole piece off. The thought I'm having is I might take some little orange beads, and on that edging that I just showed you, I may decide to make some little orange beads and make them into little pumpkins of beads right here. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just having that idea, so I'll record that in my message so I won't forget. As a note to myself, make little beads as orange little pumpkins for the edging of the handle. Will be so cute. All right, so now we're done with that. Going to Spain yet? I've got Molly Bangles going to Spain yet, but I'm took a break from her for a minute because I need to get this box done, which, you know, they take some time. So what I'm going to do is I want to get this guy into place. And I need to put everything into place into this picture. So I'm going to do that now because I don't want to lose the parts to this. So I'm going to take him out. I'm going to glue this portion here. And I'm going to glue the back part of him down. And hopefully I'm going to slide him in. Just like this. Place him on there. And I need a little glue back here and under here. And he's in place now. So he's ready to serve you. He's ready and willing to serve you a glass of wine. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Now, I've got this little sign here, but I was thinking it would go much better on this side over here. Because over here, you're sitting, it might be in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some trickery game here. I'm going to cut this part right off. And I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to see if this will work. I'm going to put it I want to see if I can get it. Yeah, I'm going to just switch it around, you guys. So I'm going to place that down where it is. Flip it upside down. Back up. And I'm going to place it right here. Okay. Right there. Stay there. Awesome. All right. So now I've got my sign. It says wine tasting. The arrow is going in the wrong direction, but I'm going to fix that. And going to get my black marker. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to get my white marker and fill in this part. There we go. And I'm going to fill in this part. There we go. And I can draw in the rest. Now I'm going to get the black marker, which I did say I was getting a black marker here. And going to get rid of this arrow right here. Then I'm going to get the white marker. And I'm going to make the arrow go this way. There we go. There we go. Wine tasting from this way to that way. So now we've got the wine room where Molly Bangles is going to visit, and she will be wine tasting. Another thing I'm going to do is, well, I really want to let this dry, but I was thinking about maybe having his hand come down in here, but I don't have to. And I'm going to get rid of this bottle here and then fix up the wine goblet. So now I need to let this dry, but I'm so glad I was able to get this into place. And make sure this wine bottle looks proper. There we go. Okay. So it's got to dry on one of these sheets right here. Okay. So now we have our sign. And we have our bartender, Mr. Good Looking there, okay? Where to go next? I have some more images I can use and recreate. I really like this box of grapes here. That's really great. I think we'll go with the candy apple section next. Doesn't really matter what order I go in as long as I get them all done. And then I can colorize them and change them and everything. So this is the apple orchard where you go picking apples. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. So we've got the candy apple section. So I'm going to recreate all of this. So this does have this little, all right. So the next thing that I would do in upstate New York if it was the fall, because this is based on a Norman Rockwell type of life that you would live in and be a part of. I'm going to leave this all here, but I've got to cut out this part. So I'm going to go inward and make more like a, what I'm going to do is get my red marker. Okay. And first I'm going to draw out the loops here. Like this. And what black. Here it is. Okay. So here's the idea, you guys. I'm using this as the vendor, the sign up here and everything, but I need to make the stand. So I'm going to put this in place first, you guys. I don't want it moving on me. Okay. Another thing is I got to make sure it's not too high. Let's see. Yeah, if I cut that, it. So I'm going to go right here, put my glue down, and you'll see it all come together. So stay with me, because all of this is going on in my mind right now, and I can't do it unless I tell you. So I want to make sure the sign is even with the guy. Right there, I think. Yeah. Press it out in the middle. Yeah. Okay, very good. All right. And it'll wrinkle up on you and everything. It's just paper. Okay. So we've got all that drawn in now. So now we're going to get the black marker. And I'm going to use this card as an idea. So I'm going to come down to where his tabletop starts. Maybe it's not sure where it starts. And I think I'm going to leave this because I'm going to have it sign say candy apples or something like that. I'm going to leave the little dog in because I might put a different little dog here. I'm not sure. Maybe a kitty cat. So right now we're just starting with the vending area. I'm going to get my white and I'm going to get rid of this portion. I'm going to get rid of this portion here. Hopefully make it erase. I should get some eraser stuff. Alright, I need a better white marker, a newer one. I think that's the old one. Okay. So I'm getting rid of these lines, which I shouldn't worry about it because I'll just be colorizing it in. I don't remember what's going to be in the background yet. Okay. And we're not going to be selling any garlic today, so go over those. I don't know what that's going to be, if it should even be there anymore. That'll be gone. This will be gone. Okay. The apples are perfect, and these might become some pumpkins. I don't know. There's pears here, and I think these are vegetables of some kind. But you know what I've got instead? He's going to be selling candy apples. What am I thinking? Okay, so I'm going to get these candy apples, you guys. And I'm going to put these in place of these. So I'm going to get my white marker again. And I'm going to go over all of this. It's going to be, these apples can stay. Okay, and no eggs today. Thank you. Alright, and no pears either. Okay. So I'm going to get my brown. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm like a little kid. Okay. I'm getting my brown. Get 2 browns. Let's see. This is, I like this darker one better, but I have other markers I can use. So to start, I'm going to do the vending boxes in brown. And I hear they do grow apples in North Carolina, believe it or not, but it's up north ways. And I have 2 Macintosh trees in my backyard, which are dwarf, I think. And no apples yet, you guys. It's been like 4 years or more. And I've already been told, don't expect to get any. That's what I've been told. You do not grow apples here. But I researched it, and actually you can grow apples anywhere. Because apples, like most people think they need a nice hard winter. Well, I heard that isn't true. So I'm going to keep this basket here for some reason. I don't know. So I'm going to draw around the apples here. I'm going to make that an apple. It's all about apples today. Not apples and oranges, just apples. And oh yeah, this sign right here. Oh, I'm going to put black. This sign is going to get chalkboardy. I'm going to go right in to here. Okay. So now I have a chalkboard, and I think it's going to say candy apples $1, something like that. Alright, so I'm going back around. Let's see, I've got to, I want to edge, make sure these look like, I should use my other liner, but I'll make an edge for the box. There we go. back to the brown. So I'm going to go here, like that. And I'm just going to recreate these boxes. Get rid of all the vegetables. Yeah, I wish they were selling donuts, because I have all kinds of donut stickers that I could use. But they wouldn't be the right size. Okay. Oh yeah, we got to get rid of these beets. Vegetables or lettuce or whatever it might have been. So let's make all this disappear. Alright. Oops. Black. It's hard to draw a fine line with these markers because it's a brush tip. There we go. Okay. So we changed this whole section. And now I'm going to get my candy apples and I'm going to start fussy cutting them out. See, we got candy apples, and they're gonna look like they're on the shelf instead of up on the thing. But we could put some more right here. I can put one in his hand. Look at that. So yeah, it is pretend. So we're pretending. Okay, and you might be noticing I have these curved scissors I work with all the time. I work with these curved scissors for fussy cutting because a lot of things are round and it makes it easier to cut around things. Keep fussy cutting them out. Isn't that cute, you guys? It's just coming to life. And I'm going to make some little apples here in this basket. And I think I do have, you know what I have, you guys? This is fun. All right, let me find them. I have apples. I have little apples, you guys. Look at this. Look at that. Little apple slices. Isn't that cute? Now I can make a little apple slice necklace up here. And that's what we'll do with that up there. Is make a little apple slice necklace. Oh my gosh, that is so darling. Darling. There we go, apple slice necklace. So now I'm going to draw that back in place. I'm going to get my black marker. All right. And, okay. And then I'm going to put another one this way. Now that I have these little apples, which I don't think I guess I've used a lot of them. These are going to be perfect because I'm going to put apples up in here. And what I'm going to do is instead of having slices of apples, I'm going to paint these in red. Just like that. Whoops. Whoopsie, I didn't know they were on both sides. But yeah. And these are polymer clay little apples here. Alright, so I'm going to put the apples into place while these red ones dry. Look at it stick to my finger. Jeez. Okay. Oops. There's another. He tried to get away, that one. Can't believe it. My gosh. Okay. Now, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to put apples in this basket. Like that. And I'm going to put this one sideways a little bit. There we go. So cute. I'm going to turn this one. All right, there you go, you guys. Wow, I am blown away. This is so cute. A whole basket of apples. There we go. Making them come over a little bit more so it's even. There we go. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. I am so happy right now, you guys. So we've got a little basket of apples. I need that lighter brown color now. And once that dry, I might get my black marker out and put the word bobbing. Maybe sideways or something, bobbing. Oh, wow. I've come a long way, you guys. So now I've got the candy apples. There's another apple here. And I'm going to do another one here. And I've got some more apples up here to do. And probably different variety. I should probably do these ones green. These are those bigger ones. I think I'll make these ones green. Alright. Now I think right here I'm going to put some jugs of cider in there. Yeah, because you know what? Because I can. That's right. If you want to have jugs of cider, you have jugs of cider. Oh, I gotta wait for that to dry. I'm not going to be able to get it. Okay. So we need some jugs of cider. Mm-hmm. I think I'll add on because I need more jugs. And I need more jugs of cider. So let's see. I'll just go. This one will be straighter. And I'm going to draw one in right here, like behind this one. Okay, there we go. Maybe another one right here. There we go. Wow, those are so cute. Cute. All right, awesome. And then when they dry completely, I'm gonna try to go. I'm so impatient. Okay. Make the jugs, trim them out. Oh yeah, then another thing they always sell at this kind of market is little jars of honey. So I need a honey color. That's like a golden gold. Yeah, I need gold. So let's see if I can make some little jars of honey. There we are, some little jars of honey. And the other things they would sell would be little jars of jam, which we should sell. A little jar of grape jelly. Maybe it'll be like his last one. So I'm going to put in a couple little jars of jelly. Okay. All right, there we go. We've got our grape jam, we've got our honey, we've got our apple cider, which I might outline these in silver for now. Hope I can get it to work. It's not working. It's still trimming out here. Okay. I'm going to have a note to myself to get a better, let's try this one. I need a better black marker that goes over acrylic marker, but I need a fine point. Oh, here we go. That's what I want. Perfect. Let's remember that I have this one. Yep, it's working. Red caps. Yeah, here we go. Now, I don't know if I can write on this yet. No. Yeah. Yeah. I can write that small. Alright, get the label. Yeah. So cute. Alright, I'm really pleased with that, how that turned out. So there's your jugs of apple cider now. Isn't that wonderful? I just love that. Okay. So I'm going to try to write the word jam. Jam. And we need the word honey here. There's the honey. Oh, wow. Apple cider, honey, jam, and candy apples. Yahoo! All the things you'd find on that little road. These are the Granny Smiths. Because you're going to bake a pie. Oh, that's another little item I'd like to have, is an apple pie. Where would I put them? I could put one right here where these apples are instead. That is a thought. He could be holding a pie. That is a good idea. I think I'll have them holding a pie, because maybe they're hiding in the back. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's holding a pie. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Alright, back to that silver. We need silver. Apple pie, you guys. An apple pie. Yeah. I love it. Alright, so out of his hand, he is holding an apple pie. There we go. Trying to think. They have like a cross. Oh my goodness. Yep. He's showing everybody that pie. So cute. Oh my gosh. It's going on 2 hours here. I've been filming for. So, and I don't feel like stopping right now, you guys. I really don't. All right, you guys, so I'm going to call it quits right now. This is good enough. I've done so much work on this beautiful candle apple stand. And so this is Denise with Artist at Work. And I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel and wait and watch where else Molly Bangle goes on her fall trip to upstate New York. Okay, so remember, art sends love to the world, and I'm sending you some candy apples today. Isn't that a yummy thought? Okay, and I'll see you on the next part of Molly Bangle travels to upstate New York in the fall. Okay, all right, bye-bye.